Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the serious strategy game and I've just returned from Christmas, so we are returning to our Hearts of Iron 4 Let's Play of Kaiserreich. Playing as Germany this time and hoping to build up a strategic bomber fleet. So, yeah, just at the end of last turn, or last episode, the Commune of France, so the French communists, have declared war on the Donaubund, which includes, I think, besides the Austrian Empire... Oh, does it not show that on here? Huh, curious. Well, it does include the Austrian Empire, so sort of our cousins. Also Switzerland, and I think various other fractions. Can we actually see that over here? Yeah. Okay, so Switzerland, only basically Switzerland and Austria. Ooh, well that's interesting. That is a little bit frightening as well, because these two guys will not be able to potentially, well, defeat them. I would like to help you out a little bit. Could we send volunteers? We could. Three units. Well, do we have 3 units around? Curiously enough, we have these marine divisions over there. Okay, let's pick these 3 guys. Let's give you a decent general. I don't know whom. Maybe, yeah. Kesselring, you're an infantry leader. That should be fine. And then first thing we're going to do, we are going to send you these guys. We have, of course, sent also a couple of units down here into Spain, hoping that these guys will help out a little bit as well. Can we also send an attaché? No, we don't have enough political power for that. Such a shame, though. Right, let's check up a couple of things as well. We've got a little bit too little support equipment. We have definitely not enough strategic bombers, given the focus of this. Let's play... What I suppose that we could do is, I would very much like to edit the template over here and give our normal infantry a little bit of support artillery as well. And that should be, yeah, we can definitely have that, we can definitely pay for that, and it's going to just upgrade our units straight out, and that's going to be fine. Recon units would be fine, but all of that I don't think we can afford given our shortage in various other stuff as well. Right, so you're all infantry division, are you? 24? Yeah, you are. Right, how about you? Are you all guys infantry with artillery? Okay, I'm going to change you to infantry division straight out. Means we do still have too little other infantry equipment. Ooh, with Panzerstützen, no, we don't want these. Right, you guys are also going to change to normal infantry division. That's going to be fine, right? Yeah, we don't want to go for tanks or anything like that. How about you guys? Yeah, you're also sort of the wrong type for now, but that's going to be, well, you know what, let's switch you up as well. There we go, and that should just give us a much cleaner picture over here. Yeah, and indeed we can delete this guy over here. These guys, we do apparently have some guys buzzing around somewhere, so that's going to be okay. Yeah, and we're just going to see them when we are going to change them up once we come to them. Right, that does give us a little bit less even in terms of support equipment, but we do have enough infantry equipment and support artillery, at least for now. So I think we can dial down on these guys here a little bit and maybe dial up the support equipment a little bit. So let's put that to the top there and dial these guys down a little bit. While we are, of course, still hopefully constructing a lot of military factories, which we are, just finishing up the last civilian factories here, as we feel that war is coming closer. War over the HOI4. The world has watched with looming apprehension as the Commune of France has made increasingly aggressive demands for control of the Swiss-occupied region of HOI4. The region has been occupied by Swiss forces since the end of the Weltkrieg, and Bern's refusal to recognize the Commune government in Paris as the rightful owner of the territory has inflamed tensions over the past nations ever since. Today, however, instead of continuing negotiations, it was artillery fire, and so on and so forth. So yeah, that is a big issue. But we'll hopefully help out a little bit. Let's concentrate here on Spain, because over here we are doing some good work as well. We're trying to beat or intervene in the Spanish Civil War. We've got the sort of fascists in the north, sort of communists in the northeast, and the kingdom, the most democratic representative, to our minds at least, down there in the south. So that's going to be alright. Can we do something over here to cut these guys off? Well, sort of not really. I guess we can try to get over here. Come back behind them. Oh, we've completed our focus, the modern art of war. That is very nice, because we have one of the very negative things over here. Oh, interesting. The victors of the Weltkrieg, which gives us very little, if any, doctrine research, so we need new textbooks to to get that done. Let's go for squad tactics here, and then into the new thing once we have it. So, firstly, you guys here, can you go to Borgers, and you here, be on this front and just try to push these guys back here for a second. France has gone, oh. So we can immediately join the war, or say that we are not ready yet. Let's do it. Okay, so let's have a look at our situation then. So that will recall our guys that are currently transferring. That will put us into the same war and so on and so forth. And we do have a lot of allies, so I'm happy about that. We do have a couple of units over here. So let's start out with the Navy. We're going to send you guys here out on... I suppose what I want to do with you is, firstly, I'm going to allow split off. Repair priority is going to be high. And I want you to engage at high risks. So, well, let's say at medium risk. I think that includes attacking other things. And what I want you to do is, yeah, okay, let's do convoy raiding down here in the English Channel. That's going to be fine for you guys. You guys over here, where are you currently based? I thought over here somewhere. Oh no, we're just sending you out there. Oh, you're just over here. Well, that is slightly awkward. I guess I could ask the Spanish for basing rights. Well, we do have basing rights in Casablanca, so that's actually not really required. Okay, so you guys, your job is also going to be, of course, to convoy raid. This is a strategic mission after all. And we're going to try to do that here on the Iberian coast and African coast. Trying to block anything coming into France like that. That should hopefully be okay. Then we've got you guys here in Stettin. Not entirely sure why you're... okay, so you guys are all more the shorthand variant. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that does make sense. Good. Let's split you. And I guess we can pick 3 more into another group here. And then let's pick 3 of these guys. Pick all of them like that. That should be fine. And you have slightly higher range, so I suppose what you guys could do is you could likewise do convoy raiding and go to the western approaches over here. And we're going to see whether that is going to work out for you. Right, let's grab our air force. We've got these fighters that we're definitely going to push up over here towards southern Germany. Well, if southern Germany is that region, we might as well go here. We are going to send you on air superiority. That should be fine, hopefully. We've got another fighter group over here, which we're going to send over the Low Countries. Oh, sorry. We do not, in fact, have another fighter group. We do have another fighter group up over here in the Low Countries. You're going to come up over Holland, and I'm going to send you towards 20 more fighters. I think that should be fine. I suppose we have that sort of reserve, and that should be okay. Right. Good. So, strategic bombers. I suppose what we should really be doing then is... Do we have any... So we've got these tactical bombers. That's alright. Let's send you down here. Let's have you work on the Alpine region. Or Alpine region. Let's go to Munich, Alpine region. That's going to be alright. And we're going to do close air support like that. And then let's try out something that the British tried out early in the war, which went incredibly well for them. And do unescorted strategic bomber raids over northern France. And I think what we're going to do and try first over here is... Our ultimate goal is, of course, to defeat military factories. We might go for civilian factories first so that we can hamper their resupply issues. But you know what, let's try to do that, see how much good it is going to do for us. And we're going to do day raids only, and that should hopefully be okay. Right, we've got these tactical bombers as well. I suppose you are going here. That's going to be alright, I think. Let's also come over here and have you do strategic bombing. Let's try to do that anyway. And hope that we are going to do some damage over there. I haven't tried this at all, so I'm really not sure how good this is going to work. Right, we've also got a couple of just Jaeger bombers here. Honestly, you guys, you can just train up. Right, that should be okay in that regard. further air wings? 44. Okay, that's the naval bombers up there. It's alright. I don't think we want to have you do anything at this very moment. You're coming down, you're coming over there, that's fine, all good. Fantastic, good stuff there. I suppose our units are withdrawing already. Yes, they are, so they are going to come back towards our lines over here. We've got Army Group 2 over here. You're doing fine. I suppose we should give you some... Oh, we can't. No, can't. Okay, fine. Right, so we've got Army 3. You are currently guarding the Elsass and southern Germany there. That's fine. We've got Army 4. You're doing the same in Belgium. Army number 1 is currently guarding against Holland. Not sure we entirely need that. And then we've got the cavalry army, which is currently, I suppose, just guarding our coastline. So that's going to be alright. Fantastic. Good. Yeah, we've de-accelerated time, so let's see what's going to come out of this at all. So over here we're not helping out anymore, but I'm hoping that we should be doing fine. I don't see any particular weak spot in their lines. They're always like at least 4 or so divisions. I suppose we're going to come under attack here very soon. Union of Britain is entering the war as well. So we're going to need to be mindful of that, of course, as well. Right, a couple of units just buzzing around over here, probably strategically redeploying towards Switzerland. Which is an interesting proposition. We might want to attack into this area. No, I suppose not. For now we're going to go a little bit Sitzkrieg over here. So, we could invade Denmark. I don't think that's really required at this moment. War propaganda. Yeah, we need to have 25 political power, which we do not have at this moment. We're seriously ill prepared here. Oh, you've called in Liberia? Well, that's pathetic. Okay, here we go. Our first naval action with our submarines attacking their guys. Doesn't seem to be too strong a battle over there. Mind you, we have deleted all of our ships, so yeah. Unassigned divisions. Okay, so you guys are coming back, I suppose. Are you? Infantry division. Yeah, you guys have returned. Let's set you up with army number 1. Can I undo that? You're just being weird, aren't you? Right. It's probably weird because we just assigned them to a strike group, and you're now, just weird. Okay, let's see. I think hopefully, Empire of Japan taking some states. Can we maybe assign you towards this? No, we can't. Okay. Jewish immigrants from Algeria. The military junta in Algeria has recently become increasingly hostile against the Jewish population. While many Algerian Jews have decided to immigrate to Palestine, others have decided to try their luck in Germany. The Reich and the German people welcome them. A lot of manpower, a little bit political power loss. That is not great. And France would like us less. Settle them in the colonies. Manpower, political power. Madagascar, a civilian factory. Well, that's interesting. Or gain base stability -6. No, we are already at -9 stability. You know what? Let's just bring them into the Reich. This is, of course, the Kaiserreich, not any other form of Reich. Right. Further naval battles up here. A couple of our submarines have already been sunk. But, look at that. We did sunk a Dreadnought. We did sunk a British Dreadnought. So, I think this is a fair trade, and that sort of vindicates our position. Well, 3 submarines lost is starting to look a little bit hefty, honestly. Okay, guys, you need to be part of any army, please. Well, we'll see. Right, let's keep an eye on the air situation. So there are a lot of fighters over here, which probably doesn't spell too much good for our bombers. They're only being disrupted for now. There's nothing too serious there. How about the Alpine region? 100 enemy bombers and a couple of our bombers. We've been disrupted a couple of times. How about over here? No enemy activity over our area, basically. So I suppose that means we can try to grab these guys here. send them over the Alpine region as well, and you guys are going to be operating in northern France as well. Hoping to do some good over there. Austrian Empire calling in a couple of nations, that's fine. Available war goal, yeah, of course we know that. That doesn't matter too much. Missing equipment production, carrier fighters, no, we don't need those. What we do need is a lot more military factories. Well, we are building 5 or so at the moment, so that's nice to see. Interestingly enough, a couple of our infrastructure is being attacked over here. Ah, yes, they are attacking, so that is somewhat to be expected. Let's try to get more military factories set up while we're at it. So, yeah, I think Baden-Württemberg, 70% on all of these guys. I mean, 80% is better, of course, but 70% is just fine. Yeah, nothing much we can produce there, though. Baden. Yeah, that's alright. Right, let's deprioritize these guys. Could, of course, try to build more land fortifications. There are a good number of land fortifications here, though, so I'm not too concerned about that situation. Let's have a look at the situation over here. So, they are generally attacking with something like 30, mostly due to the fort situation. So I think for now we are fine. I'm somewhat mindful to take army number 1 over here and be also guarding the French front, so that we are getting a couple of more people in here. Are we? Yes, some of these positions are a little bit understaffed, so let's have you maybe guard only this upper part over here, and just give you a pro forma thing so that you can start preparing. That should be alright. Good, there we go. Here to get that down now there, and that means you guys here can sort of gradually shift down here. I hope that's going to be a gradual shift. There we go. Join wars by Germany is Asia. Yes, please. We're going to say yes on all of these guys. Ukraine is joining in. So that is, of course, the advantage of playing as a democracy. Pretty much everyone here is going to be allied to us. Fantastic. Good stuff, good stuff. So we are going to get a lot of allies over here, and hopefully we're only going to steamroll over France. Two Sicilies even. Interesting. Flanders and Wallonia. Nice, nice, nice. Good, yeah. Hopefully that is gonna help us out with our very low manpower. Here we go, the second Weltkrieg. The Weltkrieg claimed the lives of countless young men from all over the world in conflict on an industrial scale, but it appears that even that nightmare could not deter man's lust for blood. After over 20 years of proxy warfare, diplomatic pressure and political squabbles, the uneasy peace between Germany and France has broken down. These two great powers are now mobilizing their armies in preparation for a war the likes of which has never been seen. Right, so here we go. How is France looking? Well, we don't... Spain, we don't actually know that much anymore. We are losing submarines left and right over here. That is not great. Seems the AI has become a little bit better at defeating these guys. On the other hand, I mean, we still have sunk that dreadnought over here, but we're losing so much. But look at that, there is another guy here. Two further dreadnoughts that have been hit relatively hard. So that is definitely interesting to see. Our line down here seems to be holding out fine, that's good. We've just vacated uneasily this... Oh. What is this? There's a single division over here? Wait, what? Oh, you guys are still at peace, aren't you? Let's try to call you in as an ally. Let's grab you guys. Let's advance over here. Single division over there, that should be beatable. No battle. They lost a convoy. Well, not the most dramatic thing there. Okay, and down here, there's a single... It seems, at least, there's a single division down here. So let's try to get in there. It's also very low on organization. A couple of fights breaking out over here as well. But so far, nothing too serious. And we are getting... Yes, Denmark, please do join us. And we are getting a couple of guys in here, so that's nice to see. Yeah, I think that's fine, good. Who's fighting over here? Just partisans? Oh, we've also apparently got a couple of partisans over here. Well, that's a little bit annoying. Okay, let's grab you guys down here and get you towards Strasbourg. So I suppose that these guys are just partisans that have risen up. We could have really gotten information about that, I think. 12 submarines for Dreadnought. Probably not a good trade for us, honestly. But I think we are going to be fine. Lots of fighting over here, but we seem to be holding out relatively well. I suppose this attack, though, does go pretty much nowhere, so let's stop it. But let's have half of you at least. Can I support the attack over here? Yeah, there we go. Come on, you should be breaking. You should be breaking relatively quickly there. Right, we've got Army number 5. We've got still these 3 divisions here that are completely awkwardly out of our command situation, but that's alright. Good, yeah. You'll be winning over here. That looks pretty promising. Situation up there is stable. You're feeling very exhausted over here, I believe. And of course, one of the things that we are hoping is to bring down their strength and just their infantry equipment and items like that. Speaking of, we have got very much infantry equipment left over, so that's nice to see. More unread naval results. That's not a good trade. That's not a good ratio. We are, of course, building up new submarines, or at least researching the items for new submarines, but that's going to last more than a year. Or, well, a little bit less than a year, actually, but you know what I mean. Right, I suppose we have advanced over here, so that's nice. That does mean Lille is becoming a little bit of a pocket up there. Where exactly do these lines go? Sometimes it's a little bit hard to say. Right, so I suppose you guys here can try to attack Lille. Have you guys joined in on a supporting mission as well? That should give us a very nice broad combat with over here. We're doing definitely more damage than they are, so that's nice. We are pushing them slightly back there, so that is good. Very, very nice. Speaking of maybe being able to advance it a little bit, you guys over here, I think these guys are extremely weak due to the fact that they are attacking in a different direction there. So if we can, maybe try to overwhelm them here a little bit. The Great Crusade. Right-wing circles have been calling for a crusade against the Commune of France ever since the syndicalists managed to oust the legal government from mainland France. Now their wishes have finally come true, as a state of war now exists between our glorious fatherland and the nest of vipers to our west. Kaiser Wilhelm explained the reasons for Germany's involvement in another war with France in a special radio address and called for eradication of final obstacles, achieving a place in the sun. Subsequently, thousands of young Germans rushed to enlist in the military. Ooh, political power, that is very nice. Good, good, good. Right, we have decisions available. We can do war propaganda against France. Our war support is very low, as is our stability, though. So I'm not really hoping to spend this. So that should be okay. We can modify our government, though, with the head of military intelligence. I'm more mindful of the mobilization and stuff. So let's try to focus on that. Our enrollment wounded for 90 days. That's not great, but it's going to be alright. Can we advance into here? I wonder. We're advancing there, so that's nice. Our lines down here seem to be holding out pretty well, so that's good. Apparently we did sink a convoy up there. Yeah, but our loss ratios here aren't too great, honestly. We're losing too many submarines, really. So maybe that strategy has fallen a bit on its face. Right, interestingly enough, this area here seems to be completely devoid of enemies. Italian war? How many wars have we got over here? In how many wars are we exactly? So we are against France, Republic of Italy, and Liberia. Yeah. That's as we expected, basically. So yeah, we are pushing up against them over here. Switzerland so far seems to be relatively stable. We are okay over here. All of these guys are passing along. Yeah, fine. Oh, good. What are you doing up here? I thought I told you to support the attack instead of being part of the attack. Well. Interesting. Interesting that we can advance into this area here unopposed, basically. Well, you know, if that's the case, then maybe we should grab at least half of you guys here to try and attack these cavalry divisions. Which are very well dug in, I realise, but maybe, just maybe, we're going to do some good over here. Right, we have got these tactical bombers. I suppose I can also ask you to do close air support. Let's also try to find out just how much good we are doing over here. So we've lost a fighter, we've lost a bomber, they've lost 2 fighters, and we've bombed 0.2 factories. Always a little bit hard to say how much damage that actually does, but with these battles going our way, I think we're doing relatively fine over here. Good. Yeah, let's reconquer Strasbourg. Ooh, way too many submarines being lost over here. But at least we are also sinking a couple of convoys, so that's nice to see. We are losing a little bit of fuel, but not too much actually. Over here, we are not really pressing on the attack. Let's grab one more guy to support that. Let's grab one of you guys to go over here, and you are going to come up over here and into the enemy rear further, well, basically further down there. It is interesting, isn't it, that we can maybe advance into there just like that. Maybe we're going to be having a good situation up there. There's a river, these two guys are very low on organization, but overall that seems to be fine. Lots of enemies up here. I'm slightly mindful that Russia might attack at some point in the near future. Okay, here we go. Volunteer forces have returned. Just, Jesus, why are you not... Yeah, okay, that did glitch out. And I think it's because I did send someone... Okay, that's not good. We are being attacked over here, so unfortunately we will not be able to pocket all of these guys. But, yeah, that wasn't exactly to be expected. Right, over here I think we are doing fine. Definitely doing fine in Strasbourg. No apparent weakness on the French front over there, so yeah, a little bit unfortunate. But at least I think we are making some progress there on Lille itself. And definitely these defensive actions. The Canadian Commonwealth is sending some guys. And they are sending us support equipment, which is extremely lovely because that is what we're really missing. Lille seems to be about to fall. There we go. Yeah, so honestly this attack here has lost its purpose somewhat, but that's fine. If we do it like this, a couple of units over here, and it seems like, is there, well there are some forts as well. 17 submarines lost. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, yeah, we really need to rethink our strategy over here. So let's bring in our guys back home. I suppose that they are not doing so hot over there. Right, Strasbourg fallen, great. You guys are moving back to the front line, so that's nice to see. I suppose we can shift the responsibilities here slightly, just keep that sort of on the other side of the river, which is hopefully going to be okay. More French guys over there, interesting. Yeah, but I suppose the war is going to settle into a relatively stable stage now. You guys are all going to send us divisions. That's lovely. I hope that I don't need to actively manage all of these. You sir. Okay, let's assign all of you to you. You guys are going to be disbanded. That should give us some equipment, especially support equipment. Hopefully that's going to be fine. How are we doing in terms of building up our military capacity? Not really that much. Carlist capital has been captured, so I think Spain is doing relatively fine. Yeah, relatively. How are we doing then in terms of construction? Yeah, it's coming up, but it's coming up very, very slowly. Could build up more fortifications as well. But I'm mostly mindful about getting our doctrines up to speed, where they need to be really. Whatever results, I thought we had just withdrawn all of our units. But these might be just the last battles before they are going home. This one looks a little bit more from no, it doesn't. Right, yeah. Rhenish Strikers Cave, remove Rhineland Worker Spirit, that's great because that gives us more production factory output. So that is lovely. Oh no, we do need to actively manage everyone. Like really everyone. Okay, you guys can be mostly responsible for just guarding the coastline. I think that should be alright. Modify government? No, we need at least 100 or so. 150 probably. Interestingly enough, they don't have that many troops in front of us now in many of these places. But yeah, since we did have a house rule of no tanks, I think we are doing we're doing fine mostly. But yeah, we could be doing a little bit better maybe. You guys are guard infantry divisions. Okay, interesting. Can I ask you to all of you be changed to infantry divisions? We need a little bit more motorized. We need a lot more support. But yeah, I think that's the better choice there. Are we producing motorized equipment at all? Yeah, we are doing a little bit. Still producing 3 strategic bombers per week, so that's nice. Are we doing a lot of damage over here? We've lost 6 aircraft, they've lost 6. They've also... It's very hard to say just how much damage that is. 0.3 could be a little bit just like the... Like this might be 0.8, this might be 0.1. But if it's only damaged a little... If 5 factories are only damaged a little bit, that already means that they are short 5 factories. And we do see that some of these guys don't have full strength, which is slightly encouraging, although I don't think that's really a result of our efforts over here yet. But maybe we are coming up to that point. Squad tactics into new textbooks, and then I think at that point we can either go for an independent Luftwaffe and Bombardgruppen doctrine, or we might actually do some of the political stuff. Gain some base stability would be lovely over here. Reform Middle Europa. Organize the youth. All of these would be very, very good. We've got more units there, and I hope that you guys are more or less fighting independently. I don't know. You guys here are fine as well. Italy is doing... Oh dear. Italy itself seems to be struggling a little bit. So the French strategy might be to finish off these guys first and then help out later. In the Chinese unit, I think so. You guys did manage to be anti-colonial and overtake, and well, basically gain your independence. Right. Okay, so let's ask our guys here to do an offensive. We might be doing some good over there. Just pushing back these French units so that they can't fully concentrate on the Italians down there. But it seems already we are bogging down there. Yeah, with all of these... Okay, stop it. Yeah. Let's not do that. That is just wasting our man and equipment. We only can go for very specific weak points, I believe. And I'm not seeing any right now. Decisions available? Legislate freedoms. That would give us a lot more stability. But I don't think we can do that now. Another war breaking out in the Middle East, but you know what, guys? For now, I think, let's take a brief look here at the American Civil War. Short outbreak of syndicalism down there. Pacific States, our favorite faction, is a little bit on the left over there. You guys are doing fine for now. How's the war in Romania? Seems that they are being pushed back a little bit. Can't do anything about that right now, so I think that's going to be fine. Yeah, and it's mostly clash of attrition between us and the French up over here. Question is, can we do anything to support them down here? I don't think Venetia is part of our war over here, neither are you guys, so no, wait a minute, you guys are, Lombardy is. So we might actually send troops over here, cut off the Italians, and I think that might be a good choice for us. Right there, yeah. How are you guys doing? You're pretty much plain vanilla infantry, as are you. But you know what? I think that's fine. Let's grab all of you, assign you to this gentleman over here, who is a certain Guderian, actually a tank leader, but fine. And then you guys, can you come down here? Can you come up over here? Do I not have access rights towards Austria? Now we do. Okay, there we go. And hopefully I can attack from over here, but I think I should be able to do that. Yeah, you're all coming down. Good. You guys do please take the railroad. Yeah. So we are going to try to cut off Italy into two, help out our allies here into Sicily, and that should be fine. Good. Meanwhile, we are of course producing military strategic bombers and hoping to defeat the French war base that way. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope to see you around. Bye bye.